fuck?
Snap. Cinco, cinco, you fucking snap.
I told him it's told him
Told me not to tell nobody. I know she fuck everybody. In that shit to 2 a.m. Then I left her in the lobby. She for everybody. That bitch fine, but she for everybody. She got bodies, I don't care about it. She ain't mine, I don't care about it. Get your body dead, hit the reset. Get your body dead, hit the reset. 360 is the only time I should ever wanna see you switch side.
way slow, ass big side. I'ma make it calm down for the good.
Can I get ready with you just to see how you gon' manage? We don't have nobody, baby girl, you doing damage. When you round,
Way slow, ass
white,
big
black,
side.
light brown.
Make it calm
Then
down
that
for
shit
the
fat,
good.
tryna take you down.
I ain't see nobody like you in town.
Type shit, how you goes?
See how you gon' make it.
Advertising.
Yeah, I know.
I did this shit, no. I be knowing when I did too. I be going.
Ready with you, I just see how you gon' make it.
When I did too, I be going.
I be going. She said I'm
Told me not to tell nobody. I know she fuck everybody. In that shit to 2 a.m. Then I left her in the lobby. She for everybody. That bitch fine, but she for everybody. She got bodies, I don't care about it. She ain't mine, I don't care about it. Get your body dead, hit the reset. Get your body dead, hit the reset. 360 is the only time I should ever wanna see you switch side.
way slow, ass big side. I'ma make it calm down for the good.
Can I get ready with you just to see how you gon'
Yo, bro. Lakers on top. Lakers in 6. That's all I gotta say. Oh, that's the wrong thing. God damn, I just broke my shit. All right, I think we good. Lakers. NBA championship. What you mean you don't know? No. He broke his legs. I ain't mean to. It was an accident, bro. I ain't even mean to. All right. So just to explain that bit one more time. All right, just to explain it a bit one more time. Gate hit us with a black dad in the 90s and left us hanging. So that means Berserk is going to just automatically go to the finals and then go against. What is this? Hold on, my shit. What is this? Yo, bro. Who, Gate? Oh, shit, all right. We cooling them. Now, bro, he was finna get bust. He was about to get bust. And then he was finna get bust. He was finna get bust, man. But shit. All right, so I guess we can have some conversation. Let's talk basketball, man. So who you got for the finals? What else, Gate? All right, bet. Look, are you talking about the Bulls? Oh yeah, them niggas fried. Them niggas is fried. Them niggas fried burgers, bro. That nigga Lonzo not coming back. Give it up, man. It's over. He is, but it's been 5 seasons, bro. He's 30. Him and Duke Dennis like right here, bro. He's cruise, bro. He gonna have to steal the energy from Leangelo and Lamelo on some KD shit. Bro, Melo, is he out again? That nigga get hurt like every 2 months. Shit. Oh, Rich Rod, I'll take my time. Hey, JT, how you feel about that? This nigga a Drake fan? Damn. Actually, I have a take. I have a take about that. I don't want that. Oh, he had to fight everybody. Here's my point on that. Oh, that whole shit about getting quote unquote jumped. Let's think about it like this. Why do all these niggas not like Drake? There has to be a reason for it. What do y'all think it is? Come on. If all these niggas, if all, you think Curry genuinely did you think Curry hating on Bron? You think KD hating on Bron? I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Look, look. That nigga Drake. Let's just say if all you niggas don't like me, there has to be a reason for it. That's all I gotta say. All these niggas used to be friends with him, by the way. Come on. But these are different sectors of niggas, though. Hmm. These are different sectors of niggas, though. No, I'm saying these are all different people, different niggas from different pathways. I mean, yeah, they had an ex relationship with Drake, but these are all different niggas in different crowds. It's one thing that they're all in the same friend group, huh? Hell yeah. Oh, they said they can't hear in Discord. What the fuck? Hold on. I'm over here talking. These niggas can't hear. Oh my god. This whole time these niggas, I'm over here talking to myself. Hold on, let me deafen. I'll be right back, bro. God damn, bro. This shit don't make no sense. All right. So can y'all hear this? I'm over here debating. What? The fuck is this? Yo, all right, I'm back. All right, works now. We waiting now. Bryce sent one. He said he sent both of his songs, but I only see one. I see the Zan one, but he said he sent the Drake one. I'm finna call him real quick.
Oh, this nigga DJ Academics better no buddy park.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, I know he did you, man.
Damn. Oh, the WNBA draft is today, right?
That shit been going on for.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Angel
has.
Reese got
Yeah,
drafted.
Angel got
I
drafted.
know.
Caitlyn got drafted. A whole bunch of people got drafted. The Brazilian bit got drafted. Oh, of course.
Y'all fuck with the WNBA or nah?
It ain't gonna be. I done already told niggas that shit ain't gonna be the same, bro. Like, that's college, bro. Niggas promote college more than they do the WNBA. We don't see no matchups for
Right.
WNBA.
Do agree with that.
I wish though. But I mean, shit, maybe it'll change. I don't know.
Y'all fuck with that Future joint?
Which one? Well,
The
You
We
talking
Still
about the
Don't Trust
album?
You. Yeah, the album. I fuck with.
That
Yeah, I
shit.
gotta say about it. Like, I still fuck with like the first part. Like, we don't trust you, but we still don't trust you. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it because I feel like he's trying to go back to that old Hendrix sound, and you could just tell when an artist is trying to go back to that old flow, and it just don't like pan out in a way. To me, in my opinion,
Bro, I just
but it's
called this
still
nigga
great though.
this nigga berserk, bro. This nigga said, "Wait, it was 2 songs? Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now?" So
Yeah, he
basically,
had. Wait.
he
Wait, which one did he do?
he made the Gateway one. So the beat, so the one he made the that's a Drake song. I thought it was a whatchamacallit. It's a Drake song. So it,
Okay, okay, y'all can still do that
yeah,
round.
and then the finals will just be another month from now. All right, bet. He said I
that's
told
what
him,
I'm talking about.
yeah. I, t- I told him we finna start, so we'll probably just start without him unless he join while I'm loading it up. All right, so we got the guy and we got Gateway. He don't have a title, so that's why I don't have a title. Hold on. Share screen. All right, Gate. Since you here, you wanna go? Since you already here first, I'll let you pick. You wanna go first, second?
I can go first, man.
Smooth. And this is a Drake type beat.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Y'all all clicked into my stuff. Y'all clicked in? Y'all tapped in?
Yeah.
All right. So beautiful. This is a Drake ass song. Hell yeah. It's a beautiful song.
Want me to take her to the top, even though she's scared of heights. I had to ask her one more time, you ready for this life? She tell me that she ready for it, I'm like, yeah, alright. I run it up, this like I'm Forrest, ballin' this like Mike. Keep gon' open up the doors, this the life you can't afford. Got a lot, but still want more, catch me pulling up in foreigns. I've been
Bro, this nigga so nice, bro. This nigga so
Say
nice,
you like my
bro.
last project, boy, you ain't heard none yet. I set the stage and I take that. What's up in my system, another dose, ain't mean to face that. Racks inside the duffel, don't come close, you cannot take that. We just had a show, we set the records and we break that. Records just like Guinness, once I started, I'm not finished. They have tried to ruin my image, now them boys up on my hit list. Ain't got no answer why you think that all these nigga pissed. How can you lose when you pop out and you do shit like this? Used to be down, but now they see that I've been rich. Diamonds all over my neck and all them bitches glisten. After I hit, I'm done. Feet to the streets, I'm gone.
Bro, this shit beautiful, bro.
I'ma go send her home.
Shit
I got
beautiful.
some rights on me. I see they tryna come. No, you can't copy me. I do this shit on my own. I do this shit on my own. I do this shit on my own. You can't sell me at the game. Bitch, I'm screaming for the fame. I done did this for my dogs. Yeah, we been through lots of pain. I told them to take the shot. Man, I missed it close range. And I got your bitch wet. She gon' need like I time on the same. Someone called to clean the crew. She can't get enough of me, but she done had enough of you. I know it up, he alley
Bryce gotta come with some heat, bro. I mean, Berserk gotta come with some heat, bro. This nigga gotta come with some heat.
Pay no tax, but she's still fine. I had to knock it down the bottom line. Yeah. Make sacrifices in my life. I took a chance to roll the dice. They tried to knock me out twice. Yeah. They still failed. I win and I prevail. The ship it had to sail. These niggas green like hell. She smart, she went to Yale. That brain on, I can tell. I write a story in these rhymes. Therapy inside my session, talking to the mic. I had went through some depression, but I'll be alright. Yeah, I'll be just fine.
This nigga whole song was going the entire time. This nigga was going the entire time. I can tell. I know. I already know. Nigga look like Travis Scott.
Oh. Wait, Dylan.
Hold on. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah. Y'all not doing the time limit no more?
That was 3-minute song. I ain't gonna cap.
Wait. Replay.
I knew this nigga was going, bro. I knew this nigga was going. I knew it. Caleb, we gonna answer that after this question.
All right.
Bro, I knew this nigga was going, bro. We gonna replay that bitch though. That shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, my fault. I had
You
to
good,
talk some.
You good, son. You locked in? You clicked in?
Yeah, I got you.
Caleb not wrong. This shit long as fuck, but at the same time, it's like, bro, we're already this shit is already ghetto as fuck. The nigga already made a song. I'm not gonna disqualify him. We've been doing a whole bunch of bullshit anyway. We'll let him keep the 3-minute song. It's long as fuck though. I don't got it is.
Want me to take her to the top, even though she's scared of heights. I had to ask her one more time, you ready for this life? She tell me that she ready for it, I'm like, yeah, alright. Okay. I run it up, it's like I'm Forrest, ballin' just like Mike. Keep gon' open up the doors, this the life you can't afford. Got a lot, but still want more, catch me pulling up in foreigns. Yeah, I've been doing shit that I ain't never ever did, yeah. Say you like my last project, boy, you ain't heard none yet. I set the stage and I take that. What's up in my system, another dose, ain't mean to face that. Racks inside the duffel, don't come close, you cannot take that. We just had a show, we set the records and we break that. Records just like Guinness, once I started, I'm not finished. They had tried to ruin my image, now them boys up on my hit list. Ain't got no answer why you think that all these niggas pissed. How can you lose when you pop out and you do shit like this? Used to be down, but now they see that I've been rich. Diamonds all over my neck and all them bitches glisten. After I hit, I'm done. Feet to the streets, I'm gone. I'ma go call Uber. I'ma go send her home. I got some rights on me.
This nigga Bryce need to come with that shit.
They can't copy me. I do this shit on my own. I do this shit on my own. I do this shit on my own. You can't sell me at the game. Bitch, I'm screaming for the fame. I done did this for my dogs. Yeah, we been through lots of pain. I told them to take the shot. Man, I missed it close range. And I got your bitch wet. She gon' need like I turned on the same. Someone called to clean the crew. She can't get enough of me, but she done had enough of you. I know it up, he alley-oop. Slam dunk, right on your crew. Getting money, back to back. I'm too sick, like I got the flu. Put them all in shock, you can't get critical. They hit me up, I pressed the decline. Didn't pay no tax, but she still fine. I had to knock it down the bottom line. Yeah. Make sacrifices in my life. I took a chance to roll the dice. They tried to knock me out twice. Yeah. They still failed. I win and I prevail. The ship it had to sail. These niggas green like hell. She smart, she went to Yale. That brain on, I can tell. I write a story in these rhymes. Therapy inside my session, talking to the mic. I had went through some depression, but I'll be alright. Yeah. I'll be just fine.
Beautiful ass song.
That was nice. I'm not gonna lie, that was nice.
But nah, Caleb, to answer your question, yeah, it was a time limit, but I ain't gonna cap. I most definitely forgot to enforce that bitch these last 2 rounds, so I'm gonna let him have it. And we already been breaking rules all day, so I'm gonna let this, let this.
I was about to say, yeah, appreciate it. I didn't hear no time limit. So.
Yeah, I forgot. I've been forgetting to do shit, so it's cool. All right, so that was Gateways. Next up is gonna be Berserk with the guy. All right.
to take off and they see why. Quick to make excuses, but you never try. I'm the guy, 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 I'm the guy. Yeah, I'm the guy. Yeah.
Let me vocals. I don't think this is a Drake beat. Yeah, I'm about to say I don't think this is a Drake beat. But regardless, I ain't gonna cap. Gateway got this. Gateway got this.
Tryna go to the tech, working with the leads. They didn't know about that. Bitch, I'm way too deep. I'ma hit you back. Niggas play with me. Get his ass wet. Get his ass smacked.
Yeah, this
Make his ass
is
play. They a mad flat. I'm
Maybe
blowing
I'm
my
not tripping.
shorty
I don't think I
back.
heard it wrong.
Beat with my American. I'm what you have to do. And better keep him in my own life is going fast. I want the best for my people. Stay up on their ass. Cooking out like I'm a scientist. I'm going mad. Nigga on the move. They thought I was a nomad. Yeah.
Love. That was solid.
Nice vocals. Nice vocals.
Real melodic. Let's go. It's turbulence. Let's go with Let's go Josh Wan first. What you think? Who you got?
Oh wait. So this is this my fault? Cut you off.
You good?
Is this the other bracket or is this like the main bracket?
This Gateway versus whatchamacallit. Is that what you mean?
Oh, get with the rematch. Okay, this.
This the rematch.
Okay.
Drake beat. Go ahead, Josh Wan. Let me know your thoughts.
This one is the Drake beat round, right?
Yeah.
So, who was the first one?
Gateway.
And the second one was who else? The
Berserk.
I think I'm gonna go with Gateway because his sound more Drake to me than
Fair.
like I just feel like the beat just fit like more of a Drake type beat vibe if you get what I'm saying.
Type shit.
All right, next up we're gonna go with Mr. Hassan. What you got? So that's 1-0. Gateway is in the heading.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Both of theirs was pretty good. I like the lyricism in Gateways. Like it kind of gave that Drake mood. That like I would guess like Drake blues type vibe. Bryce's was like real melodic. It was pretty good. Good on the melody. He knows how to experiment, I guess, with his voice. I would pick Gateway in this round. I don't know.
Copy.
Because like I can like how he said what's his name? Jay Swan?
Josh Wan.
Josh Swan?
Yeah.
Like how Josh Swan said, like it does sound a bit more like Drake.
Okay. Next up, let's go with AJ.
So this is supposed to be a Drake beat.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
I thought the first one. Sounded like Drake.
All right, so you're going with Gateway. All right, and then we're gonna hit. So that's.
But the second one was good though.
All right, that's 3-0. These last two votes don't matter. We're still gonna put them in there because why not? JC, as an avid Drake listener, avid Drake fan, what's your opinion? What you got, Drake? Other songs.
So I didn't even Like on some fresh shit. I didn't know if the second one really was a Drake beat.
How the
I don't know,
fuck did
but
you
it
know
don't
I have
matter.
my
It really don't
tape? You're
matter.
so weird. How
The
you know I
first
had that
one,
shit?
there's Gateway, right?
Hmm?
His just like I don't know. He just flowed on the song more, regardless of the Drake beat. Like he flowed on his song better to me, and that was just something I could like. Cause it started off a little slow, but it got better for me. So I
Okay.
just fuck with that one.
Okay. And so the last one, I would go Gateway. I fuck with Gateways a little bit more. It gave that Drake feel, you know, that Drakey feel. And then Bryce's was good. His vocals were really nice, but I just felt like Gateway had a better song. Gateway on the hypothetical on the did you make that backup song? Please say yes. Hmm?
My fault. You said what?
You made that backup song? It's cool if you didn't. Just fingers crossed.
What do you mean? Did I wait? What? My fault.
All right, so both of y'all. Okay, so you remember like when we was like y'all gonna rematch? So what we gonna do is have y'all make 2 songs. Did you?
Oh no, I didn't make the Zan Man one, bro.
It's
So
cool. It's
yeah,
cool.
I
It's
didn't
cool.
make
It's
that
cool.
one.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Ain't no hard feelings. All right, bet. So that means the finals, the Eastern Conference versus the Western Conference finals. It's gonna be
Looking at
my fault. My fault. My fault. What you was eating though, for before we get into that? What were you eating? You was munching. Hassan.
are you telling me?
Yeah. What was you eating?
Alright, shit. Let me show y'all.
Okay. What we got here?
How you turn the camera around?
You just gotta click the button. Oh.
Boom. Nah, I'm
Oh.
not gonna lie. This is crazy right now. But look,
Oh.
before it was a
What?
waffle burger. Now it like with some potatoes.
You
Okay.
ate
But
that shit up, man.
y'all look,
Okay.
but y'all look absolutely disgusted. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. Okay, we getting a little bit better look right. Damn, nigga, you ate the plate.
I ate most of that shit.
Nigga, take that shit now. With the Capri Sun, Crush, Animal Crossing, not bad. Not a bad meal. I'll rate the eats 7.2 out of 10. Not bad.
Nah, this is fucking diabetes and high blood pressure. Oh, everything.
Real nigga shit. Real nigga shit. All right. So what we'll do is I ain't gonna cap tomorrow. Okay. Towards the end of the week, from Thursday to Sunday, I will not be here. Like I'm gonna be out the country, going to Puerto Rico, and then tomorrow and Wednesday.
Well, you going to Puerto Rico?
Mhm.
What you just gonna skip over that? Oh yeah, I'm going to Puerto Rico. Like, bro, what?
You know, money
Like,
man things. You know, just got paid. Finna go get
what
some
are you
strippers
going
or
to
some
Puerto
shit.
Rico for?
You know, strippers and shit. Anyways, you know, so then tomorrow and Wednesday, I might be out, so I probably won't be able to. So I think I'm gonna give y'all a week, which is already a lot of time, like y'all been having. So I'm gonna give y'all another week. Y'all do y'all thing. Monday good for is a Monday. Y'all cool Mondays? Everybody. One.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good. That's cool.
Actually, probably not me. I'm probably cool with early Mondays.
Sunday, maybe.
Nah, I'm
Okay.
only cool like probably like Tuesdays, Thursdays. But even if it's somebody put the thumbs down in front of me, bro.
Oh.
Somebody put the thumbs down on my screen, bro. I'm dead. But look, nah, I'm gonna try to find somebody else to judge.
All right, so we're gonna check in Monday. Everybody should be good for Monday besides Hassan. If not, Tuesday Hassan will come. But we should have somebody Monday. Y'all live y'all life. Y'all have fun.
Hey, Gateway.
Zen,
Somebody
Yo,
calls me.
yo, he can hear you.
Gate.
Yo,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, did you drop that song in the chat?
Yeah, I did. The
right.
one they just played. Yeah.
All right, bet.
All right, hold on. So just so we got confirmation.
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
Yeah, shit was hot.
Bet.
Time limits. Fuck it, do what y'all want. It can be as short as you want, long as you want. Just no longer than 3. 3 is kind of long. No longer than 3. 1 minute 15, minute 30, minute 45. 2. We just bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? Let's just have some fun. This last little round. Thank y'all for coming out, judges. Now y'all busy. Now y'all got your motion and shit. Thank y'all artists. Now y'all got your motion and shit. Yeah,
Nah, for real. Nah, it's look. Shout out Gateway, man. I'm my fault for pestering you, bro. I know you had a show.
Love. I'm gonna see y'all Monday 8:30. Mwah. No Diddy. All right, Josh. I'm gonna talk to you later. Hosan, Gateway. I'll see you later. Niggas. All right, I ain't gonna cap. I got a little bit more energy in me. So if y'all was here for the song, what y'all can do about? I don't know what I'm finna do. I'm finna do some bullshit. I'm finna probably watch a video or something. Oh yeah, I think. But yeah, next Monday is the last. It's gonna be the finale. Finale. It's gonna be 8:30. Zangin. I forgot which one it was. Now, what do I want to watch? Give me a sec, y'all. I didn't plan out this day.
I'm just lit as fuck.
This 20v1 look. I think I'm gonna chill and just watch this LeBron pod. Yeah, it's gonna be a chill day. We're gonna watch this episode 3 of the LeBron pod. If y'all are not into basketball, y'all can get up out of here. This episode 3?
I mean, I don't know if
it is.
It was intentional.
I had so many people, like wine people, text me.
Oh yeah, me
or
too.
DM me, be like, couldn't quite make out. I knew you were drinking the one Rousseau. What was the other one? Or
yeah, someone called me last episode 1. Said he's not gonna waste a drop of that wine. But I poured you some, and I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't know you want another glass. I poured you some, and we were talking in mid-conversation. I wiped the bottle, and like licked my finger. And it was, oh yeah, he's not wasting a drop of that.
Welcome back to Mind the Game with LeBron James and me, JJ Redick. This is episode 3. We're going to be talking a little bit about the evolution of spacing in the NBA during both LeBron's career and my career. We're also going to be talking about the evolution of certain positions, certain cuts. It's going to be a great episode. No, we have not upgraded to animation. No, we don't have a whiteboard yet. The whiteboard was sent to Los Angeles. I'm recording this in Brooklyn. So
this be hard. It's on some like chill jazz type shit.
Very much enjoyed the first episode.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and we can edit this out if need be. This is just, I just want to get the conversation started this way.
That's great.
Because we were just talking about young guys. And I felt towards the end of my career, once I had figured the league out, and figured the league out meaning like I had a job. You know what I mean? Not like I'm an all-star. But once I figured the league out, I felt like I could tell within 2 or 3 days of being around a young guy whether he was going to be all right in the league.
Yeah.
Do you have that too? Do you sense that?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are the markers for you where you say this guy's going to be good?
Coaches and veterans being able to get on them, and there's no snickering, there's no back talk, there's no all of that. It's just they almost look like just keep on coming with it, because I want to see how much I can. I want to see how much. Just keep on, because I'm absorbing everything.
I can do this all day, Brian.
That's when you know, like, oh, he's going to be in this league for a long time.
One of the things that I always noticed was, and I wasn't perfect at this when I was like a rookie, especially. There's an element of fear, meaning once we step on the court, I'm not scared.
Right.
But there's an element of fear, like I need to be in the training room on time.
Yeah.
I need to do all the lifts that my strength coach is telling me to do. If my PD guy, player development guy, my PD guy's telling me to be on the court at 10 o'clock for an 11 o'clock practice, that guy's there at 9:55 ready to go.
For sure.
It's like the small stuff.
Yeah.
It's the small stuff.
It is the small stuff.
We are recording this on Thursday, opening day of the NCAA tournament, official opening day. I do not count the play-in.
Yeah, I don't count the play-in.
Not because
Even
I'm
though I've
old.
been in the play-in a couple of times now as an NBA player, but I do not count the play-in.
I don't get, it's like, it's not official because you're still playing into the tournament.
Yeah.
And your high school coach just got a big win about an hour ago.
Yes, he did.
What did you learn from him?
Oh my goodness. I think the number one thing that I learned from him right away is how to not only approach the game, but also how to think the game, and also play at a level that was a lot harder and determined than the AAU tournaments that I was playing in beforehand. I got to Coach Dambrot my 9th grade year. So my first year at high school, first of all, back to the fear thing. When you go from middle school to high school, you're already terrified of what lies ahead. You don't know what to expect. Obviously, you know, in Ohio, you have 6th, 7th, and 8th in middle school. So you have that feeling coming out of elementary, going to the middle school from the 5th to 6th grade. You have that fear of older people in the schools and how is it going to affect you and things of that nature. And then you go to the high school and you see, kids with beards and, teachers, they just look so much more massive, and I'm going to a coach that is a former college basketball coach. And you hear the stories. I mean, you know them firsthand probably, or maybe you don't because you were great. So you maybe had to do everything. But, I heard, the stories of 5 a.m. wake-ups to go run the mile or,
This was your high school coach?
This is my high school coach. This is my high school coach. You hear the stories of one mistake, everyone's going to run until the coach gets tired. And in my head, I'm like, how in the hell does a coach get tired if he's not running? So you're terrified of all of this. So the one thing back to your question that I learned from Coach D is that we're going to practice perfection every single day. Every single day. He always used to tell us the practices are going to be way freaking harder than the games. And you don't understand that every time the coach said, get on the line. That's a universal word right there, or a universal term right there, get on the line. That's the last thing you want to hear as a basketball player, to get on the line. But he was super strict. He was super demanding. He would get in your face, call you out of your name. There were kids whose parents used to come to practice that he would call them out of their names right in front of their parents. My sophomore year, my freshman year, we win the state championship. We go 27-0. I was MVP of the tournament. Obviously, Maverick was our captain my freshman year. My sophomore year, the first practice, I was came in as projected #1 player in the state of Ohio. I was projected to be All-American as a sophomore, projected to be Mr. Basketball as a sophomore, which had never been done in Ohio high school history. And the first practice we had our sophomore year after winning the state championship, I did absolutely nothing wrong coming out of football. He kicked me out of practice. He kicked me out of practice. I had no idea why the fuck he kicked me out of practice. And I think he was just setting the tone for the season.
Yeah.
Wherever the fuck or wherever you think you are, I've heard all of this stuff about how great you are and things nope, I'm gonna humble your ass right now. He kicked me out of practice, and the last thing he said to me when he kicked me out of practice, first day of practice, he said, best sophomore in the country, my ass.
I love that. Setting the tone right away.
Best sophomore in the country, my ass, and kicked me out of practice.
I actually think I had a healthy level of respect. So I played varsity as a freshman. But actually, my school, middle school was 6th through 9th grade.
Really?
So I didn't even go to high school yet.
Hold on, say that again?
So it was 6th through 9th grade. We didn't have space. They didn't have space in the high school. So the year after I left, they built a second high school. They split into 2. They moved down a division, that sort of thing, right?
Right.
So I'm coming off 8th grade. I start JV. Mm-hmm. I grew 7 inches that year.
Shit.
I learned how to shoot without my left thumb.
Yeah.
Started shooting a real jump shot. I go to AAU Nationals in Florida, average 35 a game. So I'm coming into freshman year with a decent level of confidence. And I knew my high school coach was tough because my JV coach was so tough.
Yeah.
But I was brash and cocky. You know the kid you saw at Duke early on? I was that kid. I was that kid.
Yeah.
And we were playing preseason. We were just doing pickup. So we would do these stations where you had like 30 seconds to a minute on. So 30 seconds to a minute on wall sits, 30 seconds to a minute on D slides with bands, 30 seconds to a minute on jumping jacks with a weight, like all this stuff. And we'd do that for like 30 to 45 minutes, and then we'd play pickup. So there was this senior named Kevin Conley, and he was good, but I also played his position. And he hadn't started the year before, so he was like very much wanted the starting position. So we were playing pickup, and truthfully, Kevin, I was busting your ass. I was busting his ass.
Hey.
And he said, and I started yapping off.
Yeah.
And he said to me, I'm gonna tell you right now, shut the fuck up. And he gave me the look. Mind you, I'm my size, but 155 pounds. So I was like, oh, he's gonna kick my ass. And I didn't say anything. We checked the ball up. As soon as somebody passed it, he just popped me in the face, right? My jaw still pops to this day. And pretty much from that day on, I had a healthy level of fear for high school. A healthy level of fear.
So you be doing them white niggas wrong, I be hooping, man. They be doing y'all wrong, but they be holding y'all niggas, bro. Y'all gotta stand up for yourselves, man. These niggas be doing y'all wrong.
Do you think there's anything for you? I know for me, like,
Nigga like me, oh yeah. I would be like, all right, bet. You know what that mean. I get punched, everybody like, damn. I say, all right, bet, and I start skipping away. Yeah, you better not be there when I come back.
I played for Coach K.
Yeah.
I played for a great high school coach. I played for Boo Williams in AAU. We talked about our coaching and how important that was to us last time. Do you think for you there was anything transferable from what you learned in high school to what you had to do in the NBA, especially early on?
From a coach's perspective, or just from
on
a
the
player?
court? On the court, being a player on the court.
No.
Totally different game?
It was a totally different game, but the nuance and the fundamentals and, you know, the things that was being taught to me as an 18-year-old, I kind of had already knew a lot of that shit. I mean, it's weird to kind of say, because you feel like when you get to the NBA, you're going to learn so much more, which I eventually did, you know, and I think that just came with, like we always talk about, you know, experience. The best teacher in life is experience, you know, but when I got to the NBA, the biggest adjustment I had was literally just going from like, oh shit, I don't have to go to class every day, you know? I'm going from 27 game season to now 82. So like, oh shit, like after 27 games in the NBA, you know, around about 32 games, I'm exhausted, you know? So now like, what can I do to get the energy back going? But as far as when I stepped out on the floor, there wasn't too much of an adjustment. I felt like I was physical enough. I felt like I had the size, I had the speed, obviously, I had the athleticism, obviously. You know, you have the, you know, some of the vet tricks and things of that nature, how to get away with certain things that I had to kind of learn and whatever the case may be. But, and then I was thrown around with many positions my rookie year too. Like at one point I was a 2 guard. At one point, you know, my first game in Sacramento, I was coming off floppies.
Oh, we'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, you know.
We'll get to that in a bit.
Yeah, and then next you know, we make a change or whatever. Now I'm the point guard. It's like, you know, which is one natural position for me, but also not a natural position. Like I love to pass the ball. I love to bring the ball up, but I've never really started at the point guard position. So it's still very different. But I was able to just kind of seamlessly kind of just move right on in.
Figure it out on the fly a little bit.
Yeah, figure it out on the fly.
With the tournament going on right now, have you, I rewatched episode 1, and you talking about not going up to Ohio State for parties, or down to Ohio State for parties. I was like, all right, I wonder if he ever thought to himself this time of year, man, I wonder what it's like to play in March Madness.
Absolutely.
You have?
Yeah, 21 years later.
You're still thinking about it every year?
Yeah. This is the only time though.
I was thinking about all the stuff you've experienced in basketball, but you haven't experienced that.
This is the only time. March Madness right now is the only time I think about playing college basketball for 21 straight years. I don't watch much college basketball. This year I watched a ton of it, obviously, because Bronny's in college, you know, so I was there watching the game, but it's just, it doesn't translate for me. It frustrates me my high blood pressure picks up. I'm a black man, and high blood pressure is just not good for us. So I try to stay away from it, but I
My grandma got high blood pressure. Shout out to you, grandma. You doing good. You living life. We don't talk no more, but I still love you.
love basketball, so I find myself watching it anyways. But I literally, before we came in here, like you said, Duquesne won their game. Big shout out to the Dukes, Coach D, our best friend, Drew Joyce. Right after the game, I was watching Illinois versus Morehead State scouting, because that's who they play next.
And you're going to give them notes?
Already did. Already sent notes already. I got to watch like a quarter, three-fourths of the game before we started, and I've already sent notes. I'm a junkie, man.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. Well aware. I want to talk about spacing today. You mentioned coming off floppy in that Sacramento game, your very first game.
Yeah.
Do you specifically remember your first two baskets of your career?
I remember my first one.
Okay.
My first basket was coming off a floppy action, and I faded to the corner by our bench and received the ball over the top and hit a 17, 18 footer.
First of all, it's hilarious that you were running floppy.
It's hilarious.
On that one, you came off
Mm-hmm.
and took the one dribble baseline,
Mm-hmm.
and C. Booz, after he set the screen, kind of backed up into the pocket around the elbow.
Yep.
There was like space, a little space. On the second one, you came off the other side and curled, and Ricky Davis hit you at the elbow. And I had this screenshot on my phone, and it's Z on the left block,
Yep.
C. Booz on the right block, Darius Miles spotting up from about 17 feet at the right wingish, but not really spaced.
Not really spaced.
And then Ricky Davis is just standing there at the top of the key. It's like
So
literally
about 8 or 9 people.
yeah, 8 or
in the
9
paint.
people, all just right there.
Yeah, right there.
And then you drove back and hit a little fallaway going left.
Yeah.
When did you start to feel like the spacing was changing in the NBA?
That's a good question. I'm trying to think. I think the spacing started to change in the NBA. I think Stan Van Gundy had a lot to do with it. Now that I think about it, I'm thinking because I was in the East, and obviously, they had a lot of spacing, in Sacramento in the early 2000s, but it wasn't a lot of spacing. Maybe they just had some shooting. Obviously, Mike Bibb could shoot the ball. Peja was shooting the ball.
They ran corner splits.
Yeah, they run corner splits. They, Vlade, could play the elbow, could play the corner, could hit the three at times. C. Webb from time to time was spaced a little bit, but he was more in the post. Bobby Jackson would fly off, obviously, for shots. But, I believe Stan with Dwight, kind of in that 07, 08, 09 kind of range, they started to change it a lot. I hadn't seen that much space because I played against the Detroit Pistons, and obviously you have Rip on his floppy down action, flying off the floppy down or the two chests or whatever the case may be. But with Stan, I think he saw what he had in Dwight, and he started to build that team around him to I want nothing but space, and we saw that. We saw it when Rashard Lewis got on that team. We saw it when Hedo Turkoglu got there, and then added Jameer, and added just a bunch of space, you as well.
Took a while.
Yeah, it took a while to use your superpowers. I tell you that. It took a while for you to use your superpowers, or them to use your superpowers for the better of the team. But even when Ray Allen was on Boston, in 08, it still wasn't a lot of space out there. KG was posting up.
Rondo was not a shooter.
Tony Allen wasn't a shooter.
Right.
PP was
playing two
three,
bigs.
Yeah, PP was a 3-level scorer.
But they were playing two bigs a lot of time.
Two bigs a lot. If it was KG and Perk or KG and Big Baby or whatever the case may be. Detroit was still playing two bigs even when Ben went to Chicago. They brought in Chris Webber. So they were playing two bigs as well. I feel like, Miami was still playing two bigs. They was playing Shaq when he was there, along with Udonis and Zoe when Zoe came back. I feel like the Orlando kind of was the first. I want to say the first because they're obviously
I think
nobody's the first.
The precursor was definitely, in my opinion, the Suns. Right, the Suns were the first with D'Antoni and Steve Nash, Marion at the 4, Amari at the 5.
But
super
Marion
spread.
he wasn't a spacer either, but he was so athletic and had so much speed that he created space.
Yes.
You know,
we're going to get to this.
Their pace.
We're going to get to this in a second.
Yeah.
But it's funny because with the Magic,
yeah,
I'm not sure that was the intention. Now it
Right.
ultimately may have played out that
Right,
way.
right.
But Tony Batiste hurt his shoulder guarding Dwight in preseason.
Mm.
And we tried Turk at the 4
Right.
in the preseason games.
Right.
And he refused. He's like, fuck this, I'm not guarding,
Yeah.
I'm not guarding
fucking
Rasheed Wallace.
Wallace.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
So Rashard, as a good teammate and a
Yeah.
true professional, unlike Turk, he's like, fuck it, I'll do it, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it created an advantage. And we ended up playing you guys in 09, the Eastern Conference Finals. And by the way, I played 9 minutes. 9 minutes that series. Second quarter of game 2. But I got to watch some awesome basketball. And it's weird, I've rewatched some of that series. And it is so apparent that no matter what you did, no matter what y'all did, we just had an advantage.
Yeah. The whole season, we geared our team up to play Boston. Everything was geared to play Boston. Everything. We never practiced anything besides 2 bigs, a point guard, a small forward, and a shooting guard. And then, fuck, you guys win. And it's like, we've geared up all, you know. We had Big Z, Anderson Varejao, myself, Delonte, and Mo Williams. I mean, you guys are out there with Dwight, Rashard, Hedo, Jameer, Pietrus, Courtney Lee. You guys are out there with what the league is to now.
Yeah.
The league now is like long wings, shooters, and a guy that can screen, roll, lob. And then you add on even more with Dwight because he could occasionally post up a small.
I think too, you know what, looking back on that team that I think was so important, because I talk about this all the time now, Jameer Nelson could shoot threes out of pick and roll.
Yeah.
It's an important thing.
It is a very important thing for many reasons.
First of all, it unlocks everyone's offensive game. If you can shoot threes off the dribble, it unlocks your game, right?
Absolutely.
But also just for the offense. Now all of a sudden, you're forced to make a decision in a Jameer Nelson, Dwight Howard pick and roll. Hedo Turkoglu.
Yeah.
If you decide to go under because you don't want him getting to his right hand, you have to make a decision now.
He's going to shoot.
He's going to shoot a 3.
He's going to shoot it.
So we would run that angle pick and roll.
Yep.
We'd have a shooter in the left corner.
Yep.
Turk going to his right hand.
Yep.
Dwight rolling, and 2 shooters.
And 2 shooters. Where's the help coming from? And you can't switch it because Dwight's going to bury you, hit you with 19 elbows, and he doesn't care about getting 1 or 2 fouls off the elbows, but he's going to dunk you in the rim. This is like super duper man Dwight at the time.
I rewatched Game 5 the other day, and
I've never watched the series, by the way.
You haven't.
No.
I'm very curious to get your thoughts and what you remember about that series specifically, because this is what I remember, and I was like, I'm going to go watch.
What was the series?
4-2.
4-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-2. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't talk to the media after Game 6. I was pissed. I took a shower and got shown on the bus.
I remember that now.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Game 5, I was watching the 4th quarter. Literally your offense. You didn't matchup hunt. For the first part of the 4th quarter, you had 2 bigs in the dunker spot, either dunker spot. You had Mo or Delonte. At one point, it was Wally Zerbiak spotting up.
Yeah.
And you would post up Mikel Pietrus at like 19 feet and then try to go one-on-one. It was really interesting to watch that versus spread pick and roll with shooting and spacing.
Yeah,
it was really interesting. And by the way,
how the fuck is he functioning with this?
By the way, this is not like a knock on Mike Brown at all.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying that. It was just what we were doing was so different at the time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like the next year everybody's like, oh, we're going to try to emulate what Orlando did.
Right.
2011, I'll never forget this game. We played against the Minnesota Timberwolves in our new arena. And that's when we had Ryan Anderson and Rashard. And we would get to our spread pick and roll, and it didn't matter where Ryan or Richard was. They would tag Dwight with Kevin Love, the 4-man.
No matter where he was.
No matter where he was. So if he's the high guy,
he's taking him all the way to the rim.
On the double side, they're tagging him at the rim. And Ryan and Richard are just sitting there teeing him up. It's bizarre.
It's super bizarre.
I'm not going to gas you up. I'm going to say one thing, though, real quick. You averaged 38, 8, and 8 in that series with that offense and that spacing.
With no space.
With no space.
With no space.
It was wild.
It is wild. To think back on, like I said, I have not watched that series since it happened. And to think that I damn near averaged 48 and 8 in a series with no space is, and I obviously, if I caught a good heater, I could make a couple threes in a row, whatever the case may be.
But that wasn't
my thing. That wasn't my thing. I lived in the paint or in the post.
You didn't have your signature move then?
I didn't have my signature move then. No.
The fuck you.
I was not. I was not a disciplined jump shooter at that point in time.
Interesting. What do you mean by that?
If I was, I would shoot fadeaways for no reason. I would be off balance for no reason. I would make shots more difficult for no reason. And I envied guys that can go straight up and down or could like shoot the same shot every time. And it was just discipline. I was so athletic that I could will myself. There's like, sometimes there's like old clips of me that I watch or come across my timeline on social.
Yeah.
Wait,
hold on. Bro, it's okay.
I see the clips sometimes.
No.
I don't just go online and look up LeBron James highlights.
We all watch our own highlights on YouTube.
LeBron. I'm telling you.
You've never gone on YouTube?
Yes, I have. Of course I have. I said from time to time they come through. Of course I have. Especially, by the way, the number one reason you do that is when you hit like a little slump or whatever. You're like,
yes.
Where's my game at?
Where's my game at?
Oh, YouTube is the perfect place to find your game.
March 2018 at Charlotte. 27 points. Type it in. Let me see my game.
Absolutely.
We've all done it.
Yeah, we've all been there for sure.
We've all done it. When you guys got together in Miami, the conversations with Chris about his role, but also the decision to sort of move him to the 5, which, by the way, was not right away.
No, it wasn't.
Was there pushback on that at the time? Do you remember, those conversations? Because, I know UD was there, Joel Anthony was there.
Yep. My first year, Big Z was there, and
Big
Eric
Z
Dampier.
And Eric Dampier.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you when it all changed. Obviously, my first year there, played great basketball, got all the way to the finals, losing the finals. I played like shit. Spo is the reason why we were a better team and our team was more assembled properly. That summer, he went to Oregon and hung out with Chip Kelly.
Oh, interesting.
He when we lost to Dallas, he went to Oregon and hung out with Chip Kelly and learned the spread offense and tried to figure out if he could translate that to basketball. And don't know the super conversations that him and Chip had, but I know when he came back to us, he knew in order for us to reach our potential, one, I had to be fucking 10 times better than I was in that previous June finals, but Chris Bosh had to go to the 5. And CB being who he is, there was no pushback. There was no pushback. He knew in order for us to reach our potential that CB would have to go to the 5. And we had to spread, he had to start working on his corner 3 faithfully every day after practice. Corner 3 every day after practice. We're gonna post you up, we're gonna get you your elbow catches. The offense gonna run through you at times. But in order to bring, the Tyson Chandlers out of the paint, in order to bring the Roy Hibberts out of the paint, in order to bring Tim Duncan out of the paint at times, In order to bring Kevin Garnett out of the paint, you got to hit these corner threes. You got to at least be a threat. And Spo knew it. He had that vision. He went and learned. He said, the way I coached in that finals versus Dallas, unacceptable. I told myself the way I played, unacceptable. And he came back with vengeance, and I was locked the fuck in from start to finish. But it was Spo.
I had a question about the Bosch spacing, but because you just said that, was that the low point for you in your career?
Oh, for sure.
2011.
The lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lowest.
Yeah.
The lowest.
What is the Bosch spacing? What did that sort of unlock? I'm curious. Like, what were the actions? What was the two-man game?
Yeah.
What were the reads?
The cutting.
Slot cut?
The slot cuts. The slot cuts. The slot cuts. It unlocked the slot cuts. It unlocked exactly what myself and D-Wade thrive on. Dribble penetration, slot cutting. Pick and roll happens, you tag, slot cutting. Yeah. It unlocked all that. And we all know how great D-Wade is on the baseline. It's hard to cut behind the defense when X5 is standing there the whole time because, the offensive five is there. So, you hit me on the pocket pass now, I get the pocket pass from Chalmers or from Norris Cole, and now Bosch is in a strong corner. Are you going to leave him or not? If you do, he's going to tag you. And if not, when I roll, now you got X3 or X2 tagging on me on the roll. And 9 times out of 10, that guy that's playing the elbow that's supposed to X to the corner, he's Xing out to the three-point line, and D-Wade's slashing right behind him. It unlocked so much for our offense. And it gave myself and D-Wade in transition, we had this thing called the Mack truck lane. So basically from the block to the block. So say, for instance, we sitting on the free throw line.
Yeah.
You got one block on one side, one block on that side.
I can picture a basketball court, yeah.
We do it for the viewers. I'm not questioning JJ's expertise.
No, I know what you're saying.
First day of training camp, we had that whole thing taped off. The bigs were not allowed to run in between the Mack truck lane. From the first day of training camp all the way to game 1. Prohibited. You're not allowed to, and if I'm bringing the ball up and the big is behind me, he can't cross the court. He has to run wide behind. This is all. Spo is like, he's that damn good.
Some Twitter sleuth will correct me on this, and I will accept it if I'm wrong. But in my mind, when I think of 5 out or delay, I think of the Miami Heat with Chris Bosh. As maybe it wasn't the originator, but the first time I'm like, oh, this is different and this is happening, was the Miami Heat with Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
And it changed everything.
It changed everything. Changed the whole team. Then we added Ray.
Shane.
Added Shane. Added Mike Miller. We added the spacing. And CB could pass. He could rebound and push. There wasn't many 5s at that time that was rebounding and pushing the break. You see it all the time now.
Right. You see Bam. Bam does it.
Bam does it all the time.
Yoke, of
yeah,
course.
The MVP of the league. Yoke does it. It's like CB was pushing the break. Okay, if he ain't have nothing early in trans, boom, right to a DHO. Second side, swing. Like, he was just smart. But, I mean, obviously, when you move from one position where you're so dominant, you think of CB in Toronto where he mainly played the 4. Almost probably 95% of the time played the 4 and averaged 25 and 10 or 12.
The ball exclusively went through him in the mid-post.
Every single time.
On either block, really.
Yeah.
But it's remarkable that he changed that.
Yeah, he changed that.
The slot cut. Can you explain the timing, the play, how it works?
We actually...
Because by the way, it's now part of every team's vernacular, and every team runs it now. It becomes programmed into everybody's reads and pick and roll.
Yeah, and it used to not be a live cut. I go back and watch college basketball, and there's so many fluff cuts or cuts that don't do anything. It's like, why are you making a cut towards the basket and you're not even looking at the damn ball? You know, so the slot cut, I started to make the slot cut when Mike Brown took over for us in Cleveland. We actually used to have a play. When we got Mo Williams was one fast, quick motherfucker off pick and rolls, and another guy that could shoot the three off the pick and roll. We would run angle. Mo Williams would have the ball left slot. We would have a shooter in a strong corner going same side as him. And either Verjao or Z come set the step up. You know what? Take that back. I'm sorry. No strong side shooter. Strong side shooter in the weak corner. Only Mo's job was to race the big. Race the big, get around the big, get around to the baseline. And at the same time, as soon as I would see Mo race the big to the baseline, Anderson, Verjao, or Z will come set a rip screen for me, blind. The guy that's guarding me, and the corner man couldn't leave because it was a corner shooter, and I was slot cut at the same time. It's easy clip. We could find that clip easy. And Mo would drop it to me. And I would either dunk it home or finish it or whatever the case may be. We actually put that in that was one of our ATOs. And then when I got to Miami, I started to just see a lot of guys peeking. A lot of guys with D-Wade had a ball. Obviously, he attracted a lot of eyes. He's a driver, whatever the case may be. Instead of me standing out and shooting threes, which at times I wasn't always comfortable with shooting threes, I would see guys peeking, and as soon as I would see my guy turn his head, I would slot cut.
This is part of the reason it's really hard to guard spread pick and roll.
Yep.
And we'll put the clips up as well. But if the X's here are the offensive player, right?
Correct.
And you're running this angle pick and roll.
Correct.
And let's say the big is in a drop, okay? And this is the guard. This is the guard, right?
Yep.
So if this guard turns the corner here,
yep,
right, on the big, Damian Lillard does this better than anybody, especially on the left
going
side.
left. Yep.
Especially going left,
yep,
right? This guy has to make some sort of decision.
Yep, he's coming to 2-9.
This guy has to get into an X position. And who the fuck is guarding this guy?
Nobody.
Nobody, right?
Nobody.
So
that's the position I'm in a lot.
The slot cut.
The slot.
Yeah. The other one is this, which Golden State, when I think of this cut, I think of Golden State, which is essentially same formation. Here's the defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you put 2 on the ball on Steph Curry and Draymond Green.
Which is the worst thing you can do.
Right. This guy's going to have to be the low man. So Draymond rolls, Steph hits him right here. This guy drops. What's going to happen right here, LeBron? As Draymond Green takes a dribble into the paint.
It's a lob.
It's a lob every
it's
single
a lob
time.
every single time. And
it's a lob every single time. You literally can't put 2 on the ball.
You can't. See, everyone thinks that putting 2 on the ball takes Steph out of the play. The problem that you don't understand is that you're now unlocking Draymond's superpower offensively.
Yeah.
Draymond's superpower offensively is the 4-on-3 game. You put 2 on the ball. Now Draymond is 4-on-3, and I'm going to have Iguodala in the pass. Now Wiggs and Kuminga, they're going to be in that opposite corner. And if you help up too early, there's going to be a lob, and that is demoralizing. And the number one thing, it's so much momentum, a half-court lob. So much momentum.
When we used to, that's the worst court I've ever seen, but I'm going to do the same formation real quick, same set. So, like when we used to teach or learn how to guard spread, pick, and roll, right? You would do this drill. I'm sure you did this drill. So, here's the defense, right? Here's the defense, and as this guy comes off, the low man pulls over. Here's the basket. The low man pulls over. This guy drops. And the drill was always this. This guy, the ball handler, would skip it
corner,
and
X.
you would literally
X
make
out
an
and you
X.
get back.
There's an X. But nobody does that anymore. They hit the short roll. And the short rollers now in today's NBA, like if you're a big coming into the NBA right now, what's your player development program look like? It's literally playing out of the short roll.
Yeah, playing out of the short roll.
Especially if you're Jared Allen, for the last 5 years, what is he doing?
Short roll.
Short roll.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, they're going to attract so much. You have to be able to play out of the short roll. And when you play out of the short roll, it's not for you to score. Yes, you have the ability to score, but you have to read the game. You have to read the game.
Think about Chris Bosh, and it makes me think of Chet Holmgren a little bit. You guys probably run different stuff, but in a way, what makes OKC so good is their ability to drive the basketball and then kick and then drive the basketball and then kick. And they did this last year. This is how they played last year when they were 42 and 40. And then all of a sudden, Chet comes in and it unlocks everything. In the same way, I'm not comparing Chet to Chris Bosh as
but to unlock the most,
but
how you
to
get the most out
unlock
of the team.
how you maximize the offense. You need Chet on that team.
For sure. No question about it. He changes the dynamic of everything. They have a one set that they run off of all free throws where Chet takes the ball out. They send two guys to the other end. Both of them sit in the corner. And Chet takes the ball out. And now Shea he has it on the right wing or the left wing or whatever the case may be. And normally, the X5's job is to load to the ball and stop Shea from driving the 45, driving the slot. That's your job. Load, get to the body, load. OKC now, because there's another guy back there, at the same time that the big is trying to load on Shea, there's a guard that's flaring Chet to the opposite slot. You know how hard that is? They're flaring a 7-footer to the opposite slot.
Right.
I mean, there's ways to guard it. I'm not going to say it right now because we may see him in the playoffs. I'm not going to give that coach their opportunity to prepare for it, but that's very difficult when you have a guy like Shea who's going to get to the line 8 to 12 times a game, and or J-Dub, who's now turned into a fucking Grey's Anatomy.
He's a star.
He's a star.
He's a star.
I told him too. I said, man, boy, you out here killing. He's like, man, I had a hell of a summer. Because he came to me and said, my younger brother played against Bronny last night. Because his younger brother goes to Colorado.
Yeah. Cody.
Yeah, Cody. And I said, that's crazy, man. Yeah. I said, man, keep going, bro. You killing this shit. He was like, man, I had a hell of a summer.
He's one of those guys. He's right now, not many holes in his game.
Right.
He's pretty damn good at nearly everything.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys, he's 22 now, I believe. 23.
That's it.
It's like in 4 or 5 years, you're like, oh, no, that guy has no holes in his game.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
Zero. I want to, before we talk more spacing, I want to touch on one last thing with the Heat. And that is, I feel like in the NBA, the phrase super team or the term super team is a little bit of a misnomer, because you can have a big three, right? You still need 4 or 5 ancillary role players.
Absolutely.
who star in their role and then complement the stars.
No question about it.
And it doesn't work. It doesn't work unless you have those guys. And you've lived it multiple times.
I've lived it. I mean, obviously my first year in Miami, yeah, we had a big three. And everyone said it's a super team this, super team that. But we had to build our team around all minimum guys, which was still okay, but we didn't fill out the complementary guys enough. Yeah, we had Rio, we had Udonis, but we didn't have enough as far as enough complementary guys to actually make it all work. And we still made it to the finals. And we still probably should have won the finals, but I still give credit. Listen, it is what it is. You win and you lose, and we lost. Just know Dallas was fucking good, and they hit a stride at the right time. Dirk was unbelievable. But my second year, we was able to grab some complementary players and role players that really just, I'm talking about superstars in their roles. And it goes back to my first year in Cleveland. Yes, we got Kevin out of a trade. We lost in the finals. We wasn't really whole to unlock everything. We wasn't whole enough to unlock everything. Then we was able to add Channing Frye, add Richard Jefferson to that second team. Yeah. Add those guys. And then the experience that we had from the year previously. JR got better and Shump, and obviously we were healthier. Kyrie goes down in the finals and, busted kneecap, and Kev obviously separated shoulder in year one. But you're absolutely right. The complementary guys are ultimately the ones that will help you win the championship for sure.
Yeah,
and classified as a real super team.
Right. So I think the goal of this show is to really just talk about basketball, right?
I love it.
And it's great, and I love it.
I love it.
And I could do it all day.
Yeah, me too.
We both live online. Let's be honest. We live online. We're well aware of all the discourse. I have to participate in the discourse, and I said this.
I want to participate so much more.
I said this the other day. I was like, the discourse has a place, right? It provides a level of entertainment, and I get it. And I feel like sometimes I get annoyed at a couple keywords that get involved in discourse. And we're not going to do this every episode. We're not going to do this. But I just, on this point we're making about how a team works, there's the word important. Who's the more important player for the Boston Celtics?
Tatum or Ted Marcus or Jaylen Brown?
The Boston Celtics. I also get annoyed with the word pressure. Right? Those are the two words that drive me fucking crazy. Pressure in particular, because if you've been around, that most guys in the NBA put an insane amount of pressure on themselves. That's why we all have fucking anxiety. We all put so much pressure on ourselves. And the important word bugs me, because the best player is always the most important player. It's very hard to win in the NBA if the player who has the most outsized impact isn't at his best. Yeah, sure. And no offense, 2011 is a great example of that.
I wasn't at my best.
You weren't at your best, and you lost.
If I played anything like I did in the Eastern Conference Finals, we win.
But you could have been at your best, and the role players could have been bad. So for me, this is why I get annoyed, because I'm when I played on the Clippers, CP and Blake, they were the most important guys on our team. But DeAndre and I had a role, Jamal had a role, Matt Barnes had a role, Luke and Bob Mute the next 2 years had a role. We all had an important role. And guess what? We put a lot of pressure on ourselves to actually play well and actually contribute to winning.
Yeah.
And I feel like we live in this fucking 2K world where we're putting a roster together, and it's how can we put as many good players that don't even make sense together?
Yeah.
And it drives me crazy. It's what's wrong with this team? Well, it's very simple. Basketball is a very organic thing. And the players and their skills have to complement
each other.
And Chris Bosh is a great example of that. The sacrifice to figure out how can my skills, and maybe I have to develop some of those, you mentioned the three-point shooting, how can I figure out how to complement?
Right.
It's going to make me better. It's going to make LeBron better. It's going to make D Wade better. And it's going to make our team better. And that's basketball.
And that's basketball. But that also comes from to go back to episode 1, basketball IQ as well. Him having the basketball IQ and the knowledge of saying, yeah, I could still be in Toronto averaging 25 and 12, but I didn't come here for that shit. I came here to win championships. And we fucking lost in year 1. What can I do to complement my teammates, and what can I do to broaden my game out to where we don't lose in year 2? Fucking talk about growth mindset. And everyone's talking about, Chris Bosh was this before that. No one ever asked Chris Bosh about how he feels. Everyone just speaks for him. No one asked him how he feels. He knew he was making a sacrifice. We all knew we was making sacrifices. But we knew what the fuck we all came together for, and that was to win championships. And that's what we did.
Another good pod. This is great. Oh, this would have been great. Yeah, this would have been great, bro. Kobe, JJ, and Bron sitting down. I used to watch. I couldn't afford it, the thing, but I did used to watch the whatchamacallit. I used to watch the detailed clips on YouTube. I didn't watch the full things because I was broke as shit. Yeah, dig what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to stream tomorrow. Again, I already told them I won't be doing Song Wars because I don't want to put pressure on anybody to rush, and because there's a high chance I won't be able to stream. But I will be back. Either I'm gonna try to stream both days tomorrow, or at least try to get one stream out before I go fly out. But if I don't, y'all gonna see me Sunday night, Monday night, Sunday night. Y'all probably gonna see me, but yeah, Monday night as well, and I'll be back to normal. But yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I will see y'all tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or Monday night.